Hari Om, my dear students. I hope you all are safe at your home. Stay home and stay safe. Today I am here with you to teach you the second part of the play, the Browning version, written by Terence Ratchett. Then who are the important characters in this play? Srikesh, can you say? Taplow, a student having 16 years old. Frank, young schoolmaster. Then Mr. Crocker Harris, a middle-aged schoolmaster. Then Millie, Mr. Crocker Harris' wife. The first scene of the play is set in a school. There we have seen the conversation between Frank and Taplow. Taplow is waiting for his teacher, Mr. Crocker Harris. Mr. Crocker Harris asked him to come to school for doing extra work because he was absent in the previous day. Then all of you take your literature reader, page number 53. Taplow, a sadist is someone who gets pleasure out of giving pain. Frank, indeed, but I think you went on to say that some other masters. Then Frank said, then I think you went on to say that some other masters are sadists here. Taplow, well, of course they are, sir. I won't mention names. Yes, sir, but I don't like to mention their names. But you know them as well as I do. But I know that you also know them. Of course, I know most masters think we boys don't understand a thing. Then again he said, most masters think we boys don't understand a thing. But sir, you are different. You are young, well comparatively. Anyway, you are science teacher. But you are different teacher. You are young and you are a science teacher. You must know what sadism is. Then you must know what sadism is. Frank, good Lord, what are our schools coming to in a surprising tone? Then Frank exclaims about the condition of the school. Taplow, anyway, the croc is not a sadist. Then again he said the croc, Mr. Crocker Harris is not a sadist. That's what I am saying. He would not be so frightening if he were, because at least it would show he had some feelings. But he has none. He is all shriveled up inside like a nut, and he seems to hate people to like him. It's funny that I don't know any other master who does not like being liked. Then again Taplow said, Mr. Crocker Harris is not a sadist. He is very strict, but he is not a sadist. He is a type of person hate it when others like him. He is a type of people, he is a type of person who might hate it when other people like him. I don't know any other master who does not like being liked. Then again Taplow said, he does not know any other master who does not like being liked by others. Frank, and I don't know any boy who does not use that for his own purposes. Then Frank again said, I don't know why any boy who does not use that for his own purposes. Taplow, well, it's natural, sir, but not with the croc. Then while saying, Taplow is using croc. So Mr. Frank said, Mr. Crocker Harris. Taplow, Mr. Crocker Harris, the funny thing is that in spite of everything, I do rather like him. Taplow said, in spite of above all, I like him. I can't help it, and sometimes I think he sees it and that seems to shrivel him up even more. Then Taplow said, anyway, above all, I like him. Maybe he is very strict, but I like him. Frank, I am sure you are exaggerating. Taplow, no sir, I am not. Informed the other day, he made one of his classical jokes. Then Taplow said, then one day, he made one of his classical jokes. Of course, nobody laughed because nobody understood it. Nobody laughed. Why? Nobody understood his joke. Myself included, including me, nobody understood the joke. Still, I knew he had meant it as funny. I did not understand, still I knew he had meant it a funny thing. So I laughed. Including Taplow, the students did not understand. So what did Taplow do? Still I knew he had meant it as funny, so he laughed. He did not understand, but he laughed. Out of ordinary common politeness and feeling a bit sorry sorry for him for having made a poor joke. He did not understand, but he laughed. Why? Out of ordinary common politeness, I am feeling a bit sorry for him for having made a poor joke. Now I can't remember what the joke was. But suppose I make it. Now you laugh, sir. The teacher, Mr. Crocker Harris, commented a joke in the class. Nobody understood, including Taplow. But Taplow laughed. So, you laughed at my little joke. So, the teacher, Mr. Crocker Harris said, you laughed at my little joke. I noticed. I must confess that I am pleased at the advance your Latin has made, since you so readily have understood what the rest of the four did not. The other students did not understand my joke, but you understood. Perhaps now you would be good enough to explain it to them. So you do one thing, you are responsible to explain to them, so that they too can share your pleasure, so that they can also share their pleasure. You understood my joke. So it is your responsibility to share that joke in the class. The door upright is pushed open and Millie Crocker Harris enters. The door opened while they are talking. Suddenly the door pushed open and Millie Crocker Harris enters. She is a thin woman in her late 30s, rather more smartly dressed than the general run of schoolmasters' wives. She is wearing a cape and carries a shopping basket. Cape means a gown, sleeveless gown, and carries a shopping basket. She closes the door and then stands by the screen watching Taplow and Frank. It's a few seconds before they notice her. Suddenly, Mr. Crocker Harris' wife enters. Then she notices Taplow and Frank. They are talking. Frank, come along. Taplow, do not be so selfish as to keep a good joke to yourself. Tell the others. Then Frank asked him to share the joke to others. Frank turns quickly and seems infinitely relieved at seeing Millie. Frank turns quickly and seems infinitely relieved at seeing Millie. Frank, oh hello, Millie. Hello, Taplow. Frank, do you think she heard? Taplow is asking you, do you think she heard our conversation? Frank. Millie takes over. I think she did. She was standing there quite a time. Frank said, I think she did. She was standing there quite a time. Taplow. If she did and she tells him, there goes my remove. Then Taplow said, if she heard our conversation, she definitely will tell her to her husband. That means, Mr. Crocker Harris, there goes my result. That means, if she heard their conversation, she will definitely inform to her husband. Then there goes my result. That means Taplow's result. Frank, nonsense. Millie takes the basket from the sideboard, moves above the table and puts the basket on it. Millie put the basket on it. Millie, waiting for my husband? Millie asked Taplow. You are waiting for my husband? Taplow, yes. Millie, he is at the bazaars and might be there quite a time. Maybe he will late. If I were you, I would go. Taplow, he said most particularly I was to come. Then Millie said, then he may be come late. Taplow said, Mr. Crocker Harris, my teacher told me to come here. Millie, well, why don't you run away for a quarter of an hour and come back? Millie said, you go now and come back again. Taplow, supposing he gets here before me. Then Taplow is asking, suppose he reached here before me. Millie, I will take the blame. Then she assured him that then he will take the blame. I tell you what you can do a job for him. Take this prescription to the chemist and get it made up. Then Millie asked him, give him a prescription and asked him to go to a chemist and get it made up. Taplow, all right, Miss Crocker Harris. He crosses towards the door upright. Here ends this play. Let's conclude this play. This play written by Terence Rattigan. Who are the important characters? Taplow, a student having 16 years old. Frank, a young schoolmaster. Mr. Crocker Harris, a middle-aged schoolmaster, and Millie, Mr. Crocker Harris' wife. Then through this play we have seen the conversation between Frank and Taplow. Mr. Crocker Harris is not in the scene. The theme of this play is relationship between a student and a teacher. Through their conversation, then we feel that Taplow is actually in an angry mood. That means he did not like his teacher, Mr. Crocker Harris. But in reality, then we can easily understand that instead of his anger, his words show his love and dedication to his teacher. Instead of his anger, his words show his love and dedication to his teacher. This play is very simple. All of you read the play. Then during interactive session, be ready to dramatize it. I think all of you understand. I will send you the notes through Google Classroom. Thank you all.